On today's Try to Finish Something, I don't want to start with a bunch of excuses, but I am. I have a new job that I started in January, and I am talking to a director for an upcoming movie where he wants me to be the art director and build all of the props for it. It's going to be a horror movie, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But I am still doing builds. In fact, I'm like 3 builds out buying stuff for those builds, but I wanted to do a build that I'm hoping will be fairly quick. Foreshadowing, turns out not to be. But I want to build something with my hands, just with stuff laying around. A lot of greeblies, a lot of plumbing supplies, just things I have around. And I saw Kelly Stern of Props and Villainy and a bunch of other people, including Grilled Cheese Collectibles and a lot of people building Star Wars tools. And I want to build a Star Wars tool. Yes, I'm jealous. I want my own. And I think it would fit perfect in my room build once that gets done. And I have an idea to make mine a little bit different. So a Star Wars tool built with things I have just laying around, that's what I'm gonna do on today's Try to Finish Something. All right, I'm inside, and this is a little different format than you're used to. Normally I go straight from out there to jump in here and start building, but honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to build yet. So let's get to it. I've got a bunch of random stuff, and as I mentioned, I kind of want to do something a little different with this. And I want to build something. I don't want to just paint something. And I've got so many random things that I've collected. And let's see what I can do with this. So, as I mentioned, I've seen a lot of people making some really cool Star Wars tools. I'm not sure what it is that I'm going to build yet. And I'll be honest. So, I was watching Adam Savage, and he was doing a project, and he kept switching different tools onto his air hose that was coming from the ceiling. And I thought, well, why wouldn't a space tool be the same? I want to create a tool that has different heads that can all be powered. And so I started thinking, if I did this out of PVC and had power in the base, could that same power provide lighting to the different functionality of the different heads? Aha! I bought these. What these are is aircraft connectors. And these aircraft connectors come in a bunch of different pin numbers. Obviously that's a 5 pin. But I noticed that if I was going to do this, if I had a 2 pin and I was doing LEDs, I wonder if I could fit this in the base, and then in the heads, I would actually have the other side of this to connect to this using one power source in the bottom, and then being able to light up different things in the different heads. And as luck would have it, let's see if I've got one to show you here. Where's a 2 pin? As luck would have it, these almost fit perfectly inside of a 1/2 inch PVC pipe. So this is what I think the core of my multi-tool is going to be, a piece of PVC pipe. After that, I have absolutely no idea. So let's get to some planning of this and figure out what it is that I'm going to do based on all of the random parts that I have. All right, let's get to it. If I use a piece of this as the base, sorry, this is, I just dropped a bunch of stuff all over the ground. Hold on. Back in a minute. Sorry. Knocked over super glue. Does anybody else have this problem with super glue while we're talking about super glue? I get super glue and then it eventually winds up gluing the lids onto it, and then it winds up splitting these, and it's just such a mess. All right, anyway, let's not get distracted.
And yes, I do have replacement lids that I bought for the super glue that I bought off of Amazon, but I'm just not sure how to fix the problem of the lids splitting in the first place. And by the way, this Nerf gun is a Goodwill buy and a whole lot of hardware store buys and just some random stuff that I've acquired. And I do want to take this time to thank some amazing people who follow this channel. I get random greeblies and stuff sent to me by people who watch all of the random... I was going to say crap, but I thought that might be offensive to others that are building similar crap. So I'm glad I caught that, and I will just say random stuff. The random stuff that I do. I think I didn't say that out loud and call it crap. So I want to thank some amazing people who randomly send me things to use in all of my builds. First off, Garland Lim. He's an amazing guy, and he does some very interesting greebly hunts in his videos. Make sure to check those out. If you haven't seen them yet, I will put a link in the video description. Next, Stephen Finlater. Hope I didn't butcher your name. He's an amazing guy, and we've exchanged some greeblies here and there, and he has his own channel that he's just starting to put together. And then Wayne Backen. He has been an endless support, and he is an amazing guy. There are so many others, and eventually I will get to all of you. But a lot of the greeblies that I'm using in this build were prisoner exchanges with these guys and just some things that I found. Mostly in the plumbing section of my neighborhood hardware store. I'm going to just take this Nerf gun apart to see what I can use for my multi-tool. Aside from the outside housing, there are usually some interesting bits on the inside as well. I'm just trying to find a comfortable screwdriver to get these loosened. This one, the head is the right size, but it doesn't fit comfortably in my sensitive hands. All right, I'm exaggerating a little. Okay, I got it apart, and this barrel fits the PVC pipe perfectly. This could be the shaft for my tool. That just sounds dirty. Sorry, I'm sometimes only 12. All right, just trying to see how much of this blaster I can use without it looking like a Nerf gun. If I pull this whole handle part off, I can change the orientation of the way that you hold it. And I think that makes it look less like a Nerf gun and more like a tool. Kind of like that. And that doesn't look too lightsabery. Just need to fill all of this space in, but I think that might work. I need to fill this in, and I'm going to hack a chunk off of the grip of the Nerf gun and try and use pretty much everything except the handle and see what I can do with some styrene sheets to fill this in. I'm just gluing the sheets in and using a little baking soda to help fill in the cracks, and it'll also help make that super glue dry super fast. I'll sand that later and figure out the rest of the plan. The styrene sheets are so easy, but they are just smooth and plain. I will have to work on that. Styrene is so easy to work with because you just score it and then snap and it will break on that line, and super glue holds amazingly well. I have this old tank model that I've mined pieces off for a long while, and I'm using the hatch lid of the tank and some styrene hollow dowels to have it flap open to reveal an interesting piece below. That is just some electronic looking piece that is the back end of a mini X-Wing model, and I can flip it up with my thumb, and this is going to be the surge escalation button to boost my tool hit. Yes, of course, I am already thinking of a story. And there's really not much left of this model kit. I might have to add one to my Amazon wish list. I'm running out of pretty much everything on this one, but that won't stop me from mining more. I'm just adding small parts and greeblies to add interest to the smooth styrene sheets. I'm going to add tire pieces in 2 of the 4 indents on the tool base. And I have the entire hull of the tank, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of these vents out to use on the front side of the tool base. And I did cut a little hole in the styrene sheet. That will be where I install the button for power. And I have an idea for this bottom hole. This is a heatsink that Martine of Dune Sea Outpost had given me a long time ago. I'm adding more interest to the flat areas of the tool, and after some sanding, I was able to make the heat sink work on the body. Now, I have a few boxes of failed laser cut pieces that I have made for other projects, and I would like to see what I can find to cover up some of the sides and hide some of the Nerf characteristic pieces. I also have these computer case thumb screws that I'm going to use to hold these pieces on. I think they have a neat enough greebly type look to them. And I'm just taking some of the inner pieces of the Nerf to add to the outside to add some interest to the outside. All right, let's take this outside and shoot it with some off-white paint and see how it's tying together and looking so far with a base coat. My color scheme is going to be off-white, blue, and black. And this is starting to look, well, like something. Oops, I forgot to paint this, but I like the way this is looking. It's way too clean for a greasy, dirty ship repair tool, but it is working. This air plunger firing mechanism might be one of my tool heads. While I'm doing some painting, let's shoot this too. I need to create a hole in the bottom with my Dremel to drop in this plumbing piece that will attach to the base. I want the end of this to be some sort of a welding tool torch, and I'm going to add this somehow in here. My head is spinning with ideas. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to attach this in the tool head, and I might have a plan. I need to sand the inside of this plumbing fitting down to drop the air hose part into. I don't need much taken out. There. Okay, 2 pieces of plumbing fittings. I just had to sand the insides down, slide them together, and it is now painted black. And I'm going to need to fill in the back with 2-part epoxy to keep that hose fitting in place. I'm also going to use some of that epoxy just kind of stippled on the outside as texture. Painted the orange part blue and put the faucet screens that were already blue into the other 2 recesses of the tool. Now just to screw this all back together. Now the head is painted, and I added one of the pieces from that phone operator cord board that I got quite a while back in one of my videos, and I'm just adding some lights and pieces to the tank grate to add some texture to the front. To not break the plastic, I am using this step bit, which I am just drilling by hand, which I do all the time with soft plastics. Once painted, the piece with lights will go on there. Just adding some extra pieces and little bits and adding texture and dimension to the outside of this welder's torch head.
It's me, it's future Shawn, and somehow 3 hours of footage were lost.
Future! 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 Future!
I have no idea what happened. The one thing I'm known for is weathering. People say I weather too much, but that's the one thing that I'm known for is weathering. And me talking like an idiot. Well, that you can expect. I am talking like an idiot once again because somehow I lost 3 hours of footage. And it was all of the stuff with me weathering. I have a dry plate of paint because I've already weathered. I did 3 hours of it and lost all of that footage. I have absolutely no idea what happened. There was a disk error, and that is the section that disappeared as I was making my multi-tool. And I'm not sure what of this is caught and not caught, so I'm just going to go over a couple quick things and then we'll get back to the video. This is a cord from my headphones when I was in radio. This is a sprinkler piece here. This is a piece of brass wire that I bought for my Wednesday Addams build that I stuck into this piece of the air compressor fitting and then twisted it around in there. This is from my phone operator cord board. I had wrapped some random wire around this and just some bits to add interest. Oh, I also did a little bit of silver rub and buff on here just to kind of help aid the look of it being metallic. But when the lights are on, I've got these that are flashing. I'm not sure if the addition of adding the control board from a remote controlled train made it into that. We'll have to see when this is all done, but I have a light in the back there, and then you can see for doing fine tuning work as I'm trying to get close, I have the light here so that I can illuminate my project as I'm, fixing my starship. I'm going to go do a little crying, and after that, I'll get back to building the next tool head for this, but let's pick it up with our regularly scheduled programming right now.
Here is where the usable footage picked back up. I'm just putting the finishing touches on the paint. Finishing touches. Ugh. Notice I did add some yellow and green like I was showing you in a few spots just to break up the colors and give it some interest. After all, this is a space tool. Earth grime is blacks and browns, but who knows what space grime looks like? I do think the heating element at the end of my torch worked perfectly using that soft brass wire that was left over from my Wednesday Addams build. I won't go off on a tangent about how I was surprised that nobody watched that video. I've already done that, and I actually just kind of did go off on that tangent again. But I wish I could show you how I bent that wire. I just used 2 needle nose pliers and just slowly bent it until it fit in. But I lost my video. Moving on. So I have another idea for another tool head based off of a more screen use tool, and I think I'm going to laser cut that. And I have an idea for a full case that I'm going to build for this tool from scratch. And I've got a bunch of ideas on exactly what I'm going to do for it, and I promise it won't take as long as it did for me to get that video out. I have a few more planned that I've already stocked up on what's needed for them, but I am calling this Star Wars multi-tool the Moto multi-tool with welder's torch attachment head with built-in escalation boost right into the handle. Finished. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, join my Patreon, consider telling someone else about the channel, or even grab something off of my Amazon wish list pinned in the comments. And if you didn't, as always, just keep it to yourself, and we'll see you next time as we try to finish something. Hey, don't forget to join my Facebook group. All of the files and templates that I make are yours free. And don't forget to stick around for the glam shots right after this.